Welcome back to Good Morning San Diego. Tomorrow may be Valentine's Day, but it's also a day to highlight the importance of organ donors. Joining us now to talk more about National Organ Donor Day is Bijal Patel, and we also have Steve Kodoff, a parent whose daughter is in need of a transplant. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Steve. Bijal, I'll start with you, Dr. Patel, if you can tell us a little bit about the significance of National Organ Donor Day and how it has changed the game for so many.
You know, I think having this on Valentine's Day is really about love, and organ donation is probably the cutting edge of humanity. Being able to change somebody's life, not just their quantity, but also their quality of life and the people around them, is all about what community and love is about. Yeah. And so it's very fitting that it's on Valentine's Day.
Yes, it's incredible to give that gift and really to no significant difference in the life of the donor, right, in many cases.
So we go through a pretty extensive, evaluation of donors, both physically, medically, and emotionally, psychologically. So we accept donors that are very high functioning and don't really have a major risk of problems down the road. 99% of all living donors never have a problem in their life with because of the donation. And if you ask donors if they'd ever do it again, over 99% would do it over again. And there's even some studies that show that people live healthier after donating. And that is because you pay attention to your health. Yeah. If you think about it, we all think we're invincible. And so not having that attention to your health can also lead to declines. So donating is a pretty special thing.
Yeah. Steve, if you don't mind, can you share the story of your daughter and her need for a kidney?
Yes, Courtney is 33 years old, and she's been diagnosed with stage 5 chronic kidney disease about 5 or 6 years ago. So she's been under the care of nephrologists, and her kidney function has decreased over the years, and she just started hemodialysis in November. And she's very petite. It's painful. She's had some issues with a access point here, and now she has a catheter there, and it's really difficult. So she's been on the transplant list for about 3 years, and fortunately, every 2 years they do a battery of tests, so she's otherwise healthy and remains on the list. But her quality of life with dialysis in a clinic 3 times a week, 3.5 hours at a time, plus the travel time, and then the aftercare, and the possible complications. We just got out of the hospital last night after a 6-day stay because she got an infection. So it would really matter to her and to the family.
And Dr. Patel, therein lies the difficulty for so many is being on that list, finding someone who's a match. Thankfully, due to technology, we have a lot of advances. But how do those donations typically come? What do you really want the population to know about organ donation, especially kidney donation? And what do you say to patients who are really waiting for a life-saving, changing moment?
So the first thing I want to say is don't worry about a match. Everybody thinks that you have to have a match. Our technology and using AI to match organs around the country, if you bring a person that's willing to donate, we will figure out how we can swap it with another pair that doesn't match, and it can be anywhere in the US. So forget about the match, because that, I think, is a very big myth. I think, when you think about what can we do, it's really, if you have that urge or feeling that you want to help somebody, if you have that, especially in today's world where a lot of people are thinking about themselves, if you want to help the community and you want to help not just someone like Courtney, but the family around Courtney, that giving up a kidney is, yes, there are some risks, but we will help understand what the benefits and the risks are so that it can be very safe. And so I think that, we have 500,000 people waiting for, or actually on dialysis every year in the US. and only 6,500 living donors occur every year. Yes, we have a deceased donor list, but that list in San Diego can be 7 to 10 years long. The average person on dialysis lives 5 years. And someone like Courtney, who's 33 years old, on dialysis is expected to live about 13 years, but with a living donor, she can live 35 more years. Is there anything in this world that we can do that will change the life of a patient and a family than that act? I just don't think there is.
Sometimes just bring someone to the table and they'll do the rest. They'll find the match and give someone like Courtney another lease on life. Steve, thank you again for sharing your story, and we wish Courtney all the best, and hopefully someone can come forward. And Dr. Patel, thank you so much for what you do, and hopefully it raises some awareness. Is there a website people can go to for more information?
You know, there's websites like, you can come to balboacare.com, which is our website. You can also go to nationalkidneyfoundation.org.
Right.
You know, I think the main thing is we have 3 great healthcare systems in San Diego. I work at Sharp, but any of those centers will help our patients in our community.
Thank you so much. Thank you both.